know I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game, and it's free. Click the link down there, you got it.
DreAllDay.com.
It talks, and this morning we talking about the process, and I got this idea, the process, from actually watching Alabama football team. The coach is named Nick Saban. Y'all know college football. Nick Saban, they won a bunch of championships in Alabama the last handful of years. They won more championships than anybody, and Nick Saban actually wrote a book talking about the process. I didn't even read it yet, but I was reading an article about him, and he was talking about what this process is and how he gets his players to buy into the process and how they all get success. And the story he told was when he was coaching this school called Michigan State. They were playing against, good morning, Renata, they were playing against Ohio State, who at the time was the #1 team in the nation. Michigan State wasn't even ranked. And he told his players the day before the game, listen, don't worry about winning or losing. Don't think about the fact that we're unranked and they're #1 in the nation. All I want y'all to do is focus on the process of executing every single play in the game to the highest level you possibly can. Just do the best you can on every single play individually. Don't focus on the outcome of the game. So his players were really loose. They were much more relaxed because they weren't worrying about the pressure of trying to win the game and beat the #1 team, and then they won the game. So he ended up bringing this whole process thing. He was actually able to lay it out exactly what that process was. He took it to Alabama, combined with the talent of the players he had, and now he's winning so much. So I'm going to tell you, even if you don't play football, because I don't, what the 3-step process is for you to get any type of success you want to get in life. And this will also relax your mind a lot so you can stop worrying the way that those football players might have been worrying about trying to beat the #1 team in the nation. So number one step, if you want to get success in life, is that you must focus only on your task at hand and executing the task that you're doing right now. How much time do we spend when we're doing one task in life? We thinking about what the next task is, or the task we got to do tomorrow, or what's going to happen next week, or we just start getting ideas of things that we got to do that we weren't even thinking about. And then we don't have complete focus on the task that we're doing. Therefore, we are probably not doing it at our highest level. So the #1 thing in the process of achieving anything you want is that you got to put complete focus on the task that you're doing right now. It doesn't matter what it is. If the task is washing the dishes, focus on washing the dishes. If the task is taking a shower, putting your clothes on, going to the gym, driving around the block, focus on that task only during that moment. And when you get to the next task, focus 100% on that task. If you put 100% of your focus into each task that you do, I think all of you would agree you probably would do it a lot better if all your focus was on it. Because when our focus is divided, we don't do things as well as we possibly could. We all know that. When your focus is not 100% on something, you're not able to get 100% results. Number two thing when it comes to the process is, while you're focusing on the tasks that you're doing, don't focus on the outcomes. Like Nick Saban told his Michigan State team before they played Ohio State, don't focus on trying to beat Ohio State. Focus on doing the task as best you can right now. Focus on your effort. Focus on your execution, and the outcome will take care of itself. And that's exactly what happened. So in life, again, how much do we do things we're thinking about, well, is this going to work? Is this not going to work? Are they going to say yes? Are they going to say no? Am I going to win this game or lose this game? Am I going to make the basketball team or not make the basketball team? When we're doing things, we're thinking about the outcome. Is this going to work or is it not? Am I going to win? Am I going to lose? Am I going to be successful? Will I fail? Don't focus on whether you'll win or lose. Just focus on execution of the task. And if you really were able to do that, if you think of it, if you were really able to detach yourself from thinking about whether it's going to be successful or it's going to fail, any task that you do, you'd probably be a whole lot looser mentally. You'd be less, what's the word I'm looking for? You'd be less uptight. You wouldn't be so rigid about things because you're not worrying about winning and losing. Because you're like, all I got to do is just execute. All I got to do is execute this play, or execute this phone call, or execute this email, or execute writing this report. All you got to do is focus on just doing the task and nothing else, and 100% of your focus is on it. You're much more relaxed. And then we go into point number 3. Here's point number 3. If you commit to the process of focusing only on what you're doing right now, just that task, and you focus on not thinking about the outcome, but just focusing on your effort and executing every single moment of it, and you combine that commitment with some actual ability. Now, I'm not here telling you you ain't got to be good, because you look at Nick Saban, he's got the process, but he also has some talent on his team, right? You got to have some talent, not talent, but ability rather, skill. The skill, you can acquire skill by working. You commit plus skill, you get results. My name's Dre Baldwin, Marina 18. Commitment plus skill equals results. So let me recap 3 steps. Number 1, focus only on the task at hand. Don't think about what you just did. Don't think about what you're about to do. Just think about what you're doing right now. Focus only on that. Going hand in hand with that, focus on execution every moment. Not on whether you're going to win or lose, fail or succeed, get the money or not get the money, get a yes, get a no. Focus only on your execution every moment. And number 3, if you commit to this process, plus you add some skill, which means you work on your game, whatever your game is, you work on your game. As a result, you will get success. That is the 3-step process to achievement in anything that you do. So some of the things that people do often, that we all do sometimes, is we need to eliminate thinking about the next task while we're doing the current task, thinking about the next job while we're on the current job, thinking about whether we can get the big job while we're doing a little job. That's a mistake. Stop doing that because it's fragmenting your focus. And when you don't have 100% focus on something, you're not giving it your best effort. Number 2, focus only on the execution, not on the outcome. You can't control outcomes all the time. You play basketball, listen, you're only one person. There's 9 other people on the court. If your teammates don't show up, or the other team has players who are just way better than your teammates, you might lose the game. You can't control what the other team does. You can't control what your teammates do all the time. You can only control what you do. Focus on your execution to the best of your ability, and it will start to infect other people, and then you can get the results. And number 3, thank you, D-Zill. Number 3, you focus on committing to this process, plus you have some skills. Again, let's not neglect skills. You got to have some game in whatever you're doing. Sport, business, relationship, interpersonal. You got to have some game. Work on your game. And as a result, you will get success. What's going on, Ricky Santoscoy? Good morning to you. Everybody, my name is Dre Baldwin. I'm going to tell y'all 2 things about me. Number 1, I got a Snapchat. My name is @ Dre Baldwin. First name, last name, no spaces. And number 2, I got a podcast called Work on Your Game. So wherever you listen to podcasts, we are on Google Play. We are on, of course, iTunes. I'm going to be on Stitcher by the end of the week. We're just waiting for them to send back the confirmation and all that. So wherever you listen to and we on SoundCloud too. So if you got SoundClouds, Google Play, iTunes, we on all 3. We will be on Stitcher by the end of the week. And if there's anywhere else that I need to be on, send me a snap and let me know so I can make sure I'm on it. So everybody, that's it. The links to my website is right there in my Periscope bio. You want to learn more about me and get my first book, which is free, just click that link in my bio. You'll get it. Everybody, y'all have a great Monday. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Hit me on Snap. You got any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms, work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Make sure you follow me on social media, Snapchat. You see it right there. The code's going to come up. Dre Baldwin. My Instagram is the same name, @Dre Baldwin. My Twitter and my Periscope, both @DreAllDay. Y'all know my website, DreAllDay.com. Any business inquiries, hit me via email, Dre@DreAllDay.com, or you can just send me a snap. Work on your game. Dre all day.